Hey, I'm David with the Shepherd School, and I'm pretty excited to share this with you today. Something I've been wanting to come in and talk about for a second. We're getting a new range here in Nashville. I'm here at Regal Range. It used to be the old Regal Theater just outside of Nashville on 40. And I'm here with Paul, who is managing the business side, and he's been showing me, a lot of the cool things that they're about to bring to Nashville. And I want to talk to him a second about it. How you doing, Paul?
Doing well. Thanks for coming out, David.
Before we get too in-depth, anytime a new gun range comes out, you hear all sorts of rumors. And there's one rumor that I really want to clear up just as quick as possible. I heard that y'all are going to rent an M2 50 cal.
Not only are we going to rent it, we already have it. I
don't know anywhere else you can come and shoot a 50 cal. But what other stuff are y'all going to have out here?
So we've already got the M2 in, and it is a full auto. We have the capability of converting it to full auto, first and foremost. So you're not going to have to sit there and just, unless you want to, hit the butterfly each time. You can just hold it down and go through 100 rounds of ammunition if that's what you want to do. We've also got on the way in an M60, an M249, an MG42, and a variety of submachine guns, full auto rifles, and pistols. At this point, looks like we were going to have about 20 full auto weapons available for rental.
Okay, so come in and a big rental program. What are some of the other stuff that you're going to have?
So we're going to have 3 different bays for people to take firearms and fire in. The biggest one we're going to have is 10 lanes at 60 yards, and that one is rated for 50 cal. So whether you want to rent the M2 or rent one of the Barrett rifles, or if you bring in your own 50 cal rifle, you're going to have some place to shoot it inside. You can do any of the other, and like I say, that's 50 cal, so you can do anything underneath that in that range. The second range we'll have is going to be 12 lanes at 20 yards. It's considered a tactical bay, and that means that the firing line does not have to be fixed. If we're doing any type of training course in it, then it'll be shut off from the rest of the facility and people can move forward. There's 180-degree shooting available, and they'll even have a sliding door that law enforcement can bring a cruiser in and do a lot of training from that. So they can get low light training, strobe light training, car training, anything that's needed. That one's rated for anything under a 50 cal. The third range we're going to have is a pistol only. It's 9 lanes, 15 yards. The biggest purpose for that is A, the day-to-day shooting, and B, of course, for any classroom instruction. If you take the carry course, and you probably know that there's classroom instructional part, and then there's an actual range certification part. So we will have an archery room. It's Olympic distance, a little over 60 feet. And the neat thing about that is most places you go, if they do offer an archery room, it's just a flat surface and there's not much distance. Ours has the distance. It has the capability of being a flat surface or angled, and we're going to put a couple of elevated, probably not exactly a tree stand, but something you can get at and do some archery practice for what you would actually be doing when you're out hunting. We're going to have a 1,500 square foot simunitions force-on-force training room.
That's cool.
Right now it's just looking at being leveled, and we're going to look at putting some modular equipment in there to where we can build different scenarios for different types of training. Have a large classroom, large event space, and then of course what everyone's going to see when they come in, 4,800 square feet of retail with over 1,000 different firearms. And the key word there is different. A lot of places have 1,000 firearms.
10 Glock 17s
yeah.
in there.
They say, we've got 1,000 firearms, but you've got 10 and 20 of the same thing. We're looking at having about 1,000 different firearms to choose from, along with suppressors, and we have the capability, if you want to go through the paperwork of it, of getting the NFA.
So we're basically at the back wall, and we're facing the retail space, which used to be, the ticket popcorn area at the very front of Regal Range. And Paul, can you sort of tell us how your layout's going to be?
So there's a wall. It's kind of hard to see exactly where it is from this angle, but if you can see the exit sign down there, there's going to be a set of glass sliding doors, automatic doors down there. And it's going to be the first barrier from retail to range. Then once you walk through those glass sliding doors, you've got bathrooms to either sides and hallways with a water fountain in one of them. And then right before you get to the range, right after you've passed that hallway where the bathrooms are, you're going to have another set of wood double doors. So you've got a decent amount of sound abatement between the range and the retail. You come in through that first set of double doors and you're in the tactical range. If you look to your right as you're coming in, there'll be a door to go into the long range. Once you get past the end of the tactical bay, there's going to be another set of double doors that brings you into the pistol bay. At the end of the pistol bay, there's yet another set of double doors, and then you're in the rest of this section where you have your archery room, your simunitions room, classroom, and event room.
Hopefully, by the time this video is edited and posted, this place will be open in a couple of weeks. So, pretty cool. Appreciate you having me.
Thanks, David.